Hello all, this is Damini, co-founder of WeMakeScholars. I welcome you to the 28th episode of our web series LoanFlix Season 2. For those of you who are new to my channel, let me tell you LoanFlix is a web series which covers each and every detail of an abroad education loan, right from the eligibility to the process, disbursement, repayment, each and everything. And LoanFlix is an initiative of WeMakeScholars. WeMakeScholars is an organization which is funded and supported by the Ministry of IT, Govt of India, and its sole purpose is to help students like you secure funds for your higher education. So when you're applying for a student visa, proving that you have enough funds comes in as the most crucial element. Now some students have their own funds, so they are self-funding, they use that for visa, but the fact is that 70% of these students rely on education loan to prove the embassy that they have enough funds. Hence, it is very important for every student to know how and when to show these funds in the rightmost way to make the most of it and also to improve the chances of visa success. This video is specifically made for those who are opting to study in the US. US Embassy had been very particular about the funds part before issuing a student visa. So more than a decade ago, universities started realizing is that they issue admits and then those people do not have enough funds to prove and then their visa gets denied. So what universities started doing they started asking for proof of funds upfront itself. So they started asking for proof of funds before issuing I20. So in this video, I'll tell you what are universities expecting to see as proof of funds for issuing I20 and what are embassies expecting to see, and can both of these proof of funds be the same and can they both be different? So let's start this video, but before that, if you are liking our videos and if you appreciate the whole idea of LoanFlix, then please subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to get regular updates. So here are the steps of you landing in the US as a student. So first you write the test like GRE etc. and then you apply to universities. The second step is when you get your admit and then you have a deadline to get your I20, and then you start arranging funds and upload those proof of funds and then you get your I20. Then comes the fourth step wherein you start your visa process, you fill in the DS-160 form, you book your biometric slot, you book your visa appointment slot, and then comes the final step when you go for your visa appointment. So you have to make sure that you have proof of funds enclosed in your visa application file. So I just spoke about funds twice, once at the stage of I-20 and once at the time of visa application. Now, the most common ways of showing funds is number one, your bank statements if you are self-funding, and number two, of course, it is the loan sanction letter or funds from your education loan account. Scholarship is also another source of funds, but that's not applicable to a lot of the students. So now both NBFCs and banks can give you sanction letter to get your I-20. I understand that many of the bank branch managers generally tell students that they won't be able to process their education loan unless they get the I-20 document. Guys, don't listen to them. They are wrong. Bank has the policy to process the loan without I-20 document, but the bank managers are just not aware of it. So if you are in such a situation, do speak to your WeMakeScholars financial officer for the help. For most of the universities, loan sanction letter is an enough proof to release your I-20, but some universities will ask for your loan to be completely disbursed in student's account before issuing your I-20. So this is called as pre-visa disbursement. So universities like Syracuse, UMCP, University of Maryland College Park, and some departments at Harvard are some of the examples for this. So now NBFCs and private banks can easily disburse your loan before I-20, but government banks will give you trouble with this because they are generally like, we can't release your money before visa, blah, blah, blah. But if you're applying via WeMakeScholars, we have the required arrangement with the banks, so we will make sure that you get your pre-visa disbursement without any hiccups. So do talk to your WeMakeScholars financial officer if you are stuck in such a situation. So now once you provide your university the required proof of funds, whether it is sanction letter or disbursement proof, they will release your I-20. So please note that on your I-20, it will be specified what did you show as proof of funds to get the I-20. So you don't need any special financial arrangements for your visa purpose. So just make sure that if you have shown self funds to get your I-20 and you're still planning to show self funds for visa, then the funds should be available in the account. Now, one frequently asked question here is that, hey, can I get my I-20 by showing self funds and then show the loan sanction letter for visa? Yes, you can. Many students use their own funds to get the I-20 and then they get their loan approved and use that for visa. That is totally acceptable. And even vice versa is okay. Let's say you use the loan sanction letter to get your I-20 and then you want to show self funds for visa, even that is acceptable. And even the proof is same. Let's say loan sanction letter for I-20 and then loan sanction letter for visa, even that is okay. So proof can be same or it can be different, it doesn't matter. Another important thing you need to know here is that for I-20 you need to show funds only for your first year expenses. But for visa, as per the embassy requirement, if your course is longer than 1 year, let's say it's a 2-year course, then you need to multiply your I-20 amount with 2 and show at least 75% of the total amount. Now, if you're taking a loan, please make sure you take a sufficient loan, and if you're showing self funds, make sure you have enough funds in the account. Also, I've heard these days embassy is giving preference to people who have taken an education loan over people who are showing complete dependence on self funds. I'm not sure to what extent it is true, but keep that in mind. It is a no-brainer. I would say the earlier you apply, the better it would be, so that you can come to know of the shortcomings well in advance and you can work on them if possible. Ideally, students should apply for the loan process, or at least they should do the initial steps of the loan process once they have applied to the universities. So students generally are waiting for like 1.5 to 2 months for the university decisions after they have applied, and this is the right time to complete some of the loan steps. Now, many students come back saying, hey, after listening to this in the video, they went to the bank branch and told them to start the loan process, but bank said no because you don't have an admit and they can't start the process. Guys, that's true. Bank will not start the process, and anyway, they are looking for ways to put you off. So this is just one of the reasons they have. So we at WeMakeScholars can help you with it at this stage. So let's say if you are looking to go with a government bank with a collateralized loan, we can get the legal and valuation of your collateral done, so that if there are any missing documents, you have surplus time to arrange, let's say, docs from municipality, from revenue department, this and that. Because once these reports are done, the loan process, even from a government bank, is barely 1 week to 10 days. That's it, guys. I have covered the entire information on the financial requirements to study in the US. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below and I will definitely get back to each one of you. Do subscribe to our channel if you appreciate the quality of the content we bring out in our videos. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues and fellow US aspirants. Stay tuned. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to never miss any updates from us.